Flying Pig Marathon is just a week away, and running a marathon, it is an incredible physical feat, but it is also a mental one. So I'm joined by integrated health and performance psychologist, Dr. Barbara Walker. You are also a Flying Pig board member, have been so for many, many years. So we need to talk about some strategies. We're 1 week out. What do you suggest if somebody's starting to get some pre-race jitters?
Yeah, so, and this happens. I mean, some people even have like disrupted sleep moving forward now. So make sure you get as much sleep as you can now and don't worry about it the night before, right? So sometimes it really gets affected the night before. So if you have a little bit of sleep in the bank, we'll just not worry about it. So breathe. I think that's the main thing I teach people a lot, is just to make sure that they take some deep breaths, all the way through this whole week. So sometimes people get like heart palpitations. I even get them when I'm talking about this. So just a little heart palpitations, kind of butterflies in the belly. So when that comes up, it's just because they're anticipating what's going to happen. And so what I teach people a lot in terms of mindfulness is just being where their feet are. So just allow themselves to breathe. You can breathe from the top of your head down to your toes, just letting out any of that tension. So allow themselves to know that they've done the training they've needed to do, hopefully. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. But if they've done the training they need to do, again, any of that pre-race jitter type feeling that they're having, it's really because they're worried about the end result. So if they can be where their feet are all the way through, even when they're at the starting line, which this is when it really happens, allowing them to calm down, and because they're just wasting energy otherwise.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Now, further into the race, which coming up next weekend, there's so often the idea of hitting the wall, or let's say you're going after that PR and it's not necessarily happening. What do you suggest in that moment?
So if the PR is not going to happen and they realize it, I mean, then they just have to kind of accept that fact that that's going to happen, and so maybe they can just be a little bit more easy with themselves for the rest of the marathon. And it stinks when that happens, right? Yeah, but it does happen, because all kinds of things can happen during that marathon. Hitting a wall, I mean, again, I think just making sure that they've fueled well, right? That's kind of the thing to do too. Maybe they won't hit that wall, making sure they're hydrating and fueling, but also making sure that they are, again, maybe taking a few steps at a time, or they can count their steps up to 100 or whatever it might be, even 20, and kind of start over again, just to allow themselves to stay again in that moment. I can't express too much that just staying like in the moment is really helpful for people and not just thinking ahead.
Absolutely, because 26 miles, it's like, how do you eat a whale? How do you do the 26 miles? But just breaking it down piece by piece.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Dr. Walker, thank you so much for being here this morning. We really appreciate it. We do want to remind you that the half and the full marathon, they take off Sunday morning, May 4th, and you can watch it all live right here on WLWT. Our coverage starts at 6 a.m. And then new this year, this is exciting, you don't have to be the Flying Pig champion of the full or the half marathon to celebrate your incredible achievement. You can visit WLWT.com right after the race and click on Find Your Finish to watch video of you crossing that finish line. Certainly worth a celebration.